Hey everyone, this is Lisa and Nancy, and we are sitting in the office of the Natchitoches Convention and Visitor Bureau, and we're sitting with Arlene and Kelli, who have been our tour guides, our tour angels here on our Love Your Parks tour in Natchitoches, Louisiana, the oldest settlement in the state of Louisiana. And I know it's an amazing destination. We've been here for a few days, and this is our return visit after being here about 4 to 5 years. None of us can remember. But it's been absolutely amazing. Arlene, we have been behaving, right?
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
Kelli, come on, we behave.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
it's been a lot of fun. It's a pleasure to have you all back here in Natchitoches.
And we're sad
really
because we're almost going home now. I don't know where home is, but you know what I mean. We're all moving on.
Y'all are on the Hey Y'all tour.
We are on the Hey Y'all, and we do have new Hey Y'all. Cozy paraphernalia.
Yes, I got a painting that says, "Hey y'all."
Hey y'all, and a cushion. Yes, so that we can be cozy. It's the Ola to Hey Y'all tour, and we're going to be going to Springfield, Kentucky in a couple weeks, and hopefully, you know, we're just going to go Hey Y'all to Hi Y'all. You know what I mean? We're having a little contest.
Well, I think it's going to be a great little road trip for you from Louisiana all the way to Kentucky.
I know. It's going to be awesome.
You've got a few stops in between there.
Well, we've had a wonderful time. We arrived here, and the first thing we did was spend the day at the 40th Annual Folk Festival, the NSU Natchitoches 40th Annual Folk Festival. We've done a couple radio interviews with you and Dr. Rasmussen over the years on it, and I can't believe we actually did make it for this, and it's a special event.
You did, and it was a great day, great turnout, so many crafts and good food and great music, and so it was a really good day.
And I had a meat pie that was cheese and mac and cheese.
They did. They had all kind of, not necessarily meat pies, but they had seafood pies, chicken pot pie, and mac and cheese pie.
They had the fruit pie?
They had the fruit pies, cherry pies, peach pies, apple pies.
Not to mention Arlene's cooking. Yes, pot roast, you know, wonderful pudding, jambalaya.
That's right, white chocolate pudding and some jambalaya.
It's been good food, but the meat pie, this is a big deal. This is a Natchitoches food. So like we always say, New Orleans has their beignets, but Natchitoches has their meat pie. And Kelli, that's something that's coming up. Everyone should know about that. They can go to the Meat Pie Festival.
Yes, definitely. September 20th and 21st, the Meat Pie Festival will be taking place on the downtown riverbank, and they'll have lots of meat pie vendors, kids activities, a poker run, live music, a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Oh, wow. Cool. And so this is right down where the big new amphitheater is, where we went on the Cane River cruise.
We went on the Cane River Queen and cruised down Cane River on Sunday afternoon, and it was just a nice, relaxing ride, and met some new people visiting from out of town, and we was just rolling on the river.
And we got to see the riverfront. But you can see the riverfront. I mean, you can see what Natchitoches looks like, and you can see everybody that lives on the river having a really good time water skiing and swinging off trees into the river, and all kinds of herons and egrets flying around. But we went by that brand new amphitheater that is incredible.
Downtown. Yeah, it is. That's part of our new riverbank restoration that we did about a year ago, 18 months ago. So we're really proud of it. It turned out it's really nice. New stage, new restrooms, new accessibility for handicap So it's been good. It's working out really well.
And Kelli, so that when you're talking about the festival, the Meat Pie Festival, it's going to be down there, like the live music in that amphitheater?
Yes, so the music will be on the stage, and then the kids' activities will probably be on the other end of the riverbank, and there's the amphitheater seating, so you can sit right there. It's a good time. It's right on the river, so it's really pretty. It'll be a great night.
It's beautiful. And, oh, my gosh, all the flower baskets out here along the riverfront.
I love those.
Oh, my gosh.
I bet some of those flower baskets were like 5 feet in diameter with those caladiums. And the hanging flowers must be 4 or 5 feet hanging, from the basket.
The downtown is beautiful. You've got Brick Street on Front Street. I mean, it's just one of those places that is charming. But we're talking about music. The 40th Annual Folk Festival, to me, was just, the music was absolutely incredible, and we saw crafts that we've never heard of, but you have
very traditional ones.
Very traditional.
They're special ones. They're not like buy a
they're not
box of kitschy craft stuff and put it together. This is real traditional craft that people are still, keeping alive. It was really educational and fun.
And I think that was the theme this year, is keeping the traditions alive, you know.
Oh, you did it.
Here in Louisiana, and you're right about the music, all different varieties of music. We had, of course, blues, which was, you know, Tab Benoit, and then we had Zydeco, we had Cajun, we had folk music, we had a little bit of everything.
Goldman Thibodeau.
Yeah, from the Los Angeles Playboys.
I love him. Oh my gosh, he just is. Yeah. He was
Wayne,
just so good. So many good musicians, and then you're going to continue on with more music, right, Kelly? More is coming.
Yeah, definitely. We also have the 20th annual Cane River Zydeco Festival.
20 years?
Yes, 20 years of Zydeco. August 30th and 31st. It's right at the end of the month. So just as it's starting to hopefully cool down a little bit, it'll be back on the downtown riverbank at the amphitheater, and there'll be food, and they do a poker run as well. So if you ride a motorcycle and want to do the poker run, they'd love to have you come and join them. But there'll be live music and food and vendors and all kinds of fun stuff going on that weekend as well.
And isn't there a car show coming up?
Yes, the Natchitoches Car Show, October 4th and 5th, and there are all kinds of antique cars, and they span the riverbank, they span Front Street, they've expanded onto 2nd Street. There are hundreds of antique cars all in the downtown area.
Last year we had over 400 cars registered.
Wow. That's a lot.
That's huge.
Yes.
It's grown.
And some amazing cars. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous restorations of these cars.
Oh, that is so cool, especially with the riverfront as a backdrop.
Oh, yes. It was very, very pretty.
You know, and so when you have these events, do a lot of people stay because you've got, you know, I remember you talking about the new hotel coming in, and now we're here. You've got these hotels downtown, but you also have a lot of bed and breakfasts. You're the bed and breakfast capital of Louisiana, right?
We are. Here in Natchitoches, we have approximately 28, 29 bed and breakfast here in the historic district. And then, of course, we have our hotels, and we have some great little campgrounds as well. So it's a little bit of a mix for everybody. But, yeah, the B&Bs, we are the bed and breakfast capital of Louisiana.
We stayed at Sweet Cane Inn when we were here the last time. We also stayed at the Hampton, and this time we stayed at the Best Western. So you've kind of got a hotel circle right off the interstate, which I think is really great for families and also for business, because I know you get a lot of conventions and, you know, parents coming in
corporate business as well,
and parents coming in for with the university. So I think it works out well, and it's a good hotel.
It is. The Sharp Cut Hotel Group out by the interstate, they have 4 properties, and, you know, we have some other national chains out there as well. So it's good.
And it's got French's Market right there.
The French Market.
Talk about the French Market. Meat pies, po' boys.
And it's fun.
And Arlene, I'm going to have to send you the photo of what we did last night.
Oh, boy.
Because we didn't know what all these fried things were.
So we got one of
then a really friendly girl behind, she's like, well, you should try them. And we're like, okay, well, we'll take one of these. And then we're like, she goes, well, these only come in 3s. All right, well, we'll take 3. So we ended up with these pizza roll things, these loaded potatoes.
Everything is fried. You know, there's a saying in Louisiana, if it ain't fried, it ain't food.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't think Nancy and I have had that much fried food in one night. We both looked at each other and went, whoa, okay, are we good now?
But was it good?
Yeah,
no, it was
really good. It was really good. Those potato things.
She's fallen in love with the loaded tater tots.
Oh, yeah,
which are one of my favorites.
I want to have those for breakfast. That's a breakfast dish right there with some nice eggs and, you know, I'm just saying, champagne sundae with tater tots.
Loaded tater tots
and mimosas. Come on, that's my style.
Champagne and loaded tater tots.
And we had meat pies because, you know, we're here. We got to eat the meat pies.
And that other thing we still can't say what it was.
The Spitzies.
It's like a cheese taquito. But there's a name
what
for
is it? The sticky wicky.
And then there's like a hot pocket pizza thing too.
Y'all just been eating all kind of good stuff.
I know. The good thing that we went hiking this morning.
Right.
Yes.
In Coxsackie National Forest, we went on the Longleaf Vista Trail. And it was really magical, very beautiful. We did get in a rainstorm at the end, which was fun because we were sliding away in the mud, and, you know, gave us the opportunity to giggle and know that we could really fall down, but we didn't, and we made it out. And
we really were good.
We have some very dirty pants. Let's just put it that way.
There was one section when I went hands and knees. I'm not taking that chance. We're playing bush
You'd
camp.
rather be safe than sorry, right, Nancy?
So this is like hands and knees through the bush.
This
It's
is
cool.
a scenic drive on the way in there that is absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
Apache National Forest is very pretty.
beautiful.
There's
Oh my gosh.
several hundred miles of trails for hiking and horseback riding, and it's a really pretty
beautiful.
forest.
And Kelly, you said that this is the second highest place in
So
elevation?
Long Vista is the second highest point in the state of Louisiana. So when you stand out on the vista, I mean, you can see for miles. I mean,
It's like 19
if you
miles.
look over, I think it's
think
if
it's
you look over to
19
the
miles.
left, you can actually see an antenna that is like 19 miles away. They can tell you that it's
On a
that
clear
far.
day, not like today when it was raining.
No, it's not pretty far out, but I mean, it was, but we, and they were like, we're climbing the butte. My, what a big butte. Big,
It was
beautiful,
a beautiful butte.
No, it wasn't that tall, but I mean, how high do you think we were?
I want to say it's only like 300 and something feet. It's not that far. It's not that
after
tall.
we just came out of Colorado,
yeah.
so I was like, I can
but
do
it's
this.
tall for Louisiana.
No, but it
Yeah.
is, when you're on your hands and knees, it's really
Well, it did make for a good Portofino wine, Portofino with a view. We did do that
We
this
did do
morning,
that.
and that's maybe why we were giggling. I don't know. I don't know
maybe
what
that's
happened.
why we're having trouble walking.
I don't know.
Laughing.
But it was
I can laugh for whatever
I
reason,
know. It
whenever.
was really, really, really
It was
beautiful.
beautiful.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed that experience.
One thing too, you took us to you took us to two cemeteries. You took us to St. Augustine,
I
and
did.
I got to see where Clementine Hunter was buried. She was 101.
She passed away, that's right.
Clementine Hunter, famous folk artist, and I know that the Creole Heritage Center, their event is coming up there at 20th. I think it's their 20th annual. I better not say that, but it's their annual Creole Heritage event.
Creole
that they have.
Heritage Center does have an event coming up.
It's 27th and 28th of September, and she was saying that this year it's a whole big thing for Clementine Hunter, what they're doing.
Yes, they're going to honor her, and I think October the 1st is designated as
Clementine Hunter
Clementine
Day.
Hunter Day. Clementine Hunter is buried out at the St. Augustine Church where we were yesterday down the river by Melrose Plantation. And I think it's the 21st anniversary for the Creole Center because last year was the 20th.
Okay.
And they honored Dr. Pete Gregory.
Oh, Dr.
Yeah,
Pete is
last
awesome.
year.
He is
Yeah,
awesome.
they surprised him last year.
That's cool.
That's
They
awesome.
caught him by surprise. So.
That's awesome.
But the Creole Heritage Center.
So the other thing is, Clementine was buried in St. Augustine's, and it's a very iconic church, and it's also in the movie Steel Magnolias. And this year you're creating Steel Magnolia, a film trail, not just for Steel Magnolias, because you have all these other movies that have been filmed here, but St. Augustine is where the wedding took place, in that chapel.
That is correct. The movie was filmed here in the summer of 1988, and in November of 1989, the movie actually premiered here in Natchitoches. So it's the 30-year anniversary of the premiere of the movie when it was released. So, and yeah, St. Augustine Church was where they had all the blush and bashful.
Draped in blush and
That's
bashful.
right.
And aren't you having that as a weekend?
Yeah, so November 7th, the weekend of November 7th through 10th, but the movie will actually continue on that following week. But the 7th through the 10th, we have a whole lineup of events to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the release of the film, from an Easter egg hunt on the riverbank, like you saw in the film, to a brunch.
We love the brunch. Champagne?
Blush and bashful brunch.
Wait, with stuffed tater tots?
I don't know, but perhaps. But there will also be a recreation of the wedding reception at the Steel Magnolia House. That'll be a ticketed event on Saturday evening.
breakfast?
That's a
It
bed
is
and
a bed and breakfast
But
now.
it's the real house that the movie was filmed in.
Yes, so it's the one. Yeah, it was Malin Drum's house in the film, and so they'll be actually having the wedding reception in the backyard. During that, there's going to be an armadillo cake contest. So if you want to throw your hat in on making an armadillo cake.
Are you? You're going to do it?
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to eat the cake at the red carpet premiere of the movie on that Friday evening, because it will be showing at Parkway Cinema again, just like it was 30 years ago.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. The other place you took us was to the American Cemetery, which is the oldest cemetery in the state, right?
In the Louisiana Purchase
Which
Territory.
is huge.
Yeah.
Because that goes all the way,
Canada.
that goes
Uh-huh.
and all the way to Arizona.
Well, it's pretty wide, I think. Well, actually just to Sabine River. because the Louisiana Purchase, remember,
I'm thinking of the Gadsden Purchase.
yeah, maybe you're thinking of another,
Gadsden.
yeah, but from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico, but it did represent 1/3 of the United States when Thomas Jefferson was able to acquire that from France, back in.
So then you said another name that we're going to have to touch on as well.
Okay.
But let's go the American Cemetery. So that there's also a marker there.
There is.
Still Magnolia.
That's right. That's where the scene, the funeral scene, took place, and there's a marker at the cemetery that has a little story about the filming of that particular scene. So
and Kelly, this is the event I really want to go to. Well, there's a lot of events I want to go to, but apparently people dress up or do something at the cemetery. Cool. And
the cemetery tour for the American Cemetery Tour. Yes, so that's going to be the third weekend in October. That Friday evening, there'll be the American Cemetery Tour. Well, yes, they'll have costumed interpreters telling the story of some of the inhabitants of the cemetery. And also that weekend on Saturday and Sunday is the Fall Tour of Homes.
Oh,
cool. So there'll be.
Yes.
Everyone,
it's the second weekend.
Let me tell everybody, if you go to Natchitoches.com, it's that's going to have the full events. You can also go to nationalparktraveling.com. We put their events there too, but they have the full scoop. So it's Natchitoches.com. So I got to go back on that. It's Natchitoches. Natchitoches. So Natchitoches is how it's pronounced, and pretty soon they're going to be going to Natchitoches, Texas, so we're going to really confuse you all. Because I'm confused.
Well, but the nice thing about Natchitoches and Nacogdoches is Natchitoches is the oldest settlement in all Louisiana Purchase territory. Nacogdoches is the oldest city in Texas.
That's right. So
how come it's Natchitoches and that is Nacogdoches?
Well, that old legend about the old Caddo Indian chief had 2 sons, and he sent one east and one west for 1 moon and 1 sun, meaning a day and a night. And so the one that went to the west was Nacogdoches, and the one that came to the east is Natchitoches.
There you go.
Okay. That's a good story. I like that.
I like that too. So the Fall Tour of Homes, this is something huge, because I remember you telling me, Arlene, that one year they showed tunnels, like pirate tunnels going to the river.
Well, yeah, there were tunnels that go under the road down to the river.
Well, this year they're focusing on still magnolias. So
perfect.
The homes that will be on tour will have some sort of significance to the film, whether they were in the film or telling part of the story of the film. The scenes that took place, etc. So there will also be a reception at the Magnolia House during that weekend. So you have lots of opportunities to explore and experience, what it really meant for that movie to be here in Natchitoches, because it had a huge impact. I mean, 30 years later, we're still talking about it. People still come here specifically to see those sights and then feel those feelings from the film. So,
well, movies, it's like music. It's part of your, it's
culture,
part of who you are. I know that, Tarzan turned 100 years old.
Last year in 2018, the original Tarzan movie was filmed here in Louisiana, down in Morgan City, so it turned 100 years old. And the Lieutenant Governor released, and the Louisiana Office of Tourism launched a Louisiana film trail last year because of the 100th anniversary of Tarzan.
So now you're creating your
film. So Natchitoches will be launching our Natchitoches Film Trail the same weekend as our Steel Magnolia event in November. Actually on Saturday, November 9th, we'll be launching the Natchitoches Film Trail. Because it wasn't just Steel Magnolias that was filmed here. We had the Horse Soldiers with John Wayne back in 1958. Reese Witherspoon filmed her first movie here, The Man in the Moon, based on a true story here in the Natchitoches area. And then, of course, Steel Magnolias. And we have some other movies, too, that are on the trail. And so you can actually go to some of those sites where they were filmed.
I wish Steve Schneikert, our Hollywood historian, was here, because he did such a good Hollywood history on Natchitoches and also on Louisiana. And he would love it. He would love to see the trail that you're talking about. The other thing you shared with us is that there's a new park being created right now for the Jefferson Park, because there's actually like a Jefferson, it's like a historic trail, right?
The Jefferson Highway. Jefferson Highway opened originally in 1915, so it's over 100 years old, and it went from Winnipeg, Canada, all the way through basically the Louisiana Purchase, and all the way, it ends in New Orleans. And I know that spot in New Orleans where it ends because that's our family's Mardi Gras spot for over 20 years. And there's a monument there, and that's our marker, that's our spot every year for Mardi Gras.
Family Mardi Gras party monument.
Absolutely.
Get out of my Mardi Gras spot.
Well, you know, I have pictures of my niece there, you know, in her little Mardi Gras costumes, and now we're bringing my great niece there. So
Wow,
my niece is all grown, and her daughter is now standing there taking her picture in front of the Jefferson Highway marker. But yeah, we here in Natchitoches, because it actually came when the highway got to Louisiana, it came through Shreveport, then down here to Natchitoches, and then it goes down to Alexandria and Baton Rouge, and also it goes through the whole state pretty much.
And you have a Jefferson Street.
We have a Jefferson Street, and it turns out that was the original Jefferson Highway. So we had this one little area that we wanted to do something with it, so the city is going to make it like a little pocket park and dedicate it to Jefferson Highway. So we're going to have a historical marker there that says it was Jefferson Highway. We're going to have a little walking trail through there, so we're in the process of doing that now. We're just waiting for the landscaping to go in.
Wow. And we got a little sneak peek of that.
Yeah,
Really cool.
awesome.
Very cool, very cool. Kelly, November, doesn't that kick off the big Christmas festival of lights? And
Sure does.
I mean, this is when it's just like nonstop color and parties all the way through Epiphany, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. So the lights will come on November 23rd with our Turn on the Holiday event. That's also the open house for the shops and restaurants downtown. So it's always a fun weekend to come. It starts the fireworks shows that people really love, but all the thousands of lights and the hundreds of set pieces will be lit. The Miss Merry Christmas and the Christmas Bells, who are the official hostesses of the Christmas Festival, officially turn on the lights that night, and they'll be on every night through January 6th, with our big 93rd annual Christmas Festival on Saturday, December 7th. It's one of the oldest continuously ran community Christmas celebrations in the United States.
Wow.
So it's a pretty big deal. The fireworks show's a really big show. Has been compared to, you know, many other much larger shows. There's a parade also that weekend. It's the Natchitoches Christmas Gala, which is similar to the vein of like a
Radio City
Music Hall. It's Christmas Spectacular. It's a huge production on campus and very well done. People come from all over to see that. So we have a whole calendar full of things. Bringing back the lighted boat parade this year. That's a big addition that we're super excited about. Live entertainment every Saturday. Fireworks almost every Saturday through December. So lots of things happening during that Christmas season. Of course, all that is on our calendar and on our website, so you can go check that out and find out those, because there's concerts and there's a holiday tour of homes during that time.
There's so much going on. Like, I mean, you've got not just that time, but even like in the fall, you know, you talk about, you know, and what you're doing with the weekend for Steel Magnolias. You know, you've got the look-alike contest going on.
Oh, yeah.
And we were at the brewery, Cane River Brewery, the new brewery, which has got fabulous beer, everybody, but they're doing the Dolly look-alike. You know that's going to be naughty, right?
You know that's naughty. Bad.
You never know. You never know. But are they the ones responsible for Taptober?
No, so that is actually a fundraiser for the Northwest Louisiana Cancer Center here in Natchitoches, along with a partnership with the Natchitoches Regional Medical Center. And it's a full day. It's that same weekend of tour of homes and cemetery tours, so you could come and have completely crazy, just wildly fun weekend experience. But yeah, so they have beer and wine tasting, and they usually have a band, and they'll show, you know, a football game on a big screen on the stage, and it's just a day-long event, again, on the riverbank.
Get your reservations in, it sounds like, right? Get your reservations in. Now, even for the Christmas, that needs to be, you need to look at that now, because
it's not too late, that's for sure. But if they don't do it soon, it will be.
We've been having calls already, especially for that Christmas festival weekend, and pickings are getting slim already. So yes, if you want to come, go ahead and get your reservations. Go ahead and make those plans, because it's 93 years. I mean, you want to come experience this.
You know, we're talking about the Christmas Festival being 93 years this year. The Fall Tour of Homes this year is 65 years.
Wow.
That the Association for Preservation Historic Natchitoches has been doing the Fall Tour of Homes for 65 years, always on the second weekend of October. The Folk Festival celebrated 40 years this.
It's amazing.
You know,
All these
Steel Magnolia's 30-year anniversary.
For the Cane, the Creole Heritage Center.
That's right. That's right.
And speaking of that, the Creole Heritage Center is one of those places we stumbled on. We went into the Northwestern University when we first came here. How many ever years it was, and coming back, you took us to. Today we went to the Genealogical Library.
Yes.
And learned all kinds of things. And I mean, they have books on like the Mayflower. They have out of state. I mean, they have a lot of stuff in there. And then you took us, Arlene, to the Cami Henry.
Research library.
Yeah, that library, that research library, and that's like, oh my gosh, like all of it, it's like this hub of research, and it's because you're the oldest settlement that so much history is here, the river history, the people, you know, and all the authors we're finding out about. I mean, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
The writers that have come through here.
Yeah. So we're going to do some special shows on researching family history here. And then we've got a lot of special shows coming up after this last visit. But it's really interesting today and yesterday finding out how many people come here. This is a major draw for here. I mean, you have Cane River Creole National Historical Park, Cane River National Heritage Area. I didn't want to leave that out. You got all these scenic byways and beautiful riverfront, so there's recreation
National
and all of that.
Fish Hatchery, National Forest.
I know, and you've got a hidden juke joint out in the middle of the woods that Arlene took us to, and then we found out about another one that Pat Domino used to play in. So I mean, there's all of that. But when it comes
to Bubba's
genealogy, you were saying that there was someone that came in here and they were related to Saint Denis. Did I say that correctly? Saint Denis. I'm getting there. But you're seeing this more and more.
Yeah, I mean, just in the past few months, we've met several people who have come in and just openly said, you know, yeah, we're here because we are descendants of Saint Denis and we wanted to come trace. We even had a busload of Canadians that came through back in April, I think, that were all descendants. And so
And he's who founded Natchitoches, so just to make sure everyone knows that, yeah.
And so they hopped in a bus and came down to visit specific to that reason.
Wow. So everybody, Natchitoches.com is the place to go. Thank you for putting up with us for so many days.
Oh, we love it.
Yeah.
We can't wait. We're going to be sad. We'll be like, wait. We'll call you from the road.
And we're going to be saying, hey, y'all, come on back.
Hey, y'all.
We're going to go, okay.
Well, when we get to Springfield, Kentucky, we're gonna call you with Stephanie. We're going to video call you, and we're gonna have a proper hola to hi y'all, to hi, hey y'all, hi y'all.
Hey, y'all.
We're all making sense, but we're getting there. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you all.
I know where. I mean,
A
where.
big thank you to Arlene and Kelli, and they're short. Love Your Park Short Angels.
Yes.
And everyone, again, Natchitoches.com is the website to go to. It's Natchitoches. But also, I want to give a big thank you to everyone here at the Best Western Natchitoches Inn. It's part of the Sharpco Hotel Group. They have a Holiday Inn, Comfort Inn Suites here, and they have 4 hotels.
Well, and it's really nice, and they have everything you need. As comfy as you're going to get, and they got Wi-Fi. They got everything you need.
Works here.
Everything.
It's clean.
It's clean.
The staff are super
It's
nice.
secure.
It's easily accessible to the main roads to get to where you want to go. So I really recommend it. So if you're coming to Natchitoches, especially if you're with families, or if you're coming with a group of business group, they have a conference center right down here.
Right there. Mhm.
So check it out. Best Western Natchitoches Inn is definitely a good place to stay. And so thank you for having us. And you'll hear from them too. We'll have them on a show soon. We're actually going to have a special show on the No Man's Land region of Louisiana. on Sunday, August 4th, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, on Friday, August 2nd, we're going to be airing our episode or segment with painter and rancher Alice Lees, who talks about her artistic process and shares her artist-in-residence experience in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. This is the second artist-in-residence program she's done with the National Parks Arts Foundation. She's based out of West Texas, and she truly is a rancher.
And she's way cool.
She's super cool, one of my favorite artists for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Really. And we're hoping we're going to see her, because she lives where Roy Orbison comes from.
Now, how cool is that?
We want to meet her just in general. Like, she's so cool. So, everyone, August 2nd, that's our next show. You can keep up with all of our shows if you just go to bigblendradio.com. It'll tell you the upcoming shows. You can listen live. You can listen later on demand through all kinds of outlets, like here on Blog Talk Radio, through YouTube, through iTunes, through Spreaker, through iHeartRadio, Spotify, you name it. It's all there. It's all about Big Blend Radio, so check it out. Thank you all. We're going to close with some really good music.
Cool.
So we had our little thunderstorm while we were out in the Natchitoches Forest.
Yes.
Well, so I figured we got to play some Johnny Mastro and the Mama's Boys.
Yeah.
We love our blues. We're in Louisiana. We got to play some blues. So here's the song Thunder Rolls. It's off of the Johnny Mastro and the Mama's Boys album, Luke's Dream. So here it is, Thunder Rolls. Keep up with Johnny Mastro and the Mama's Boys at johnnymastro.com. And we're off to Toledo Bend and Sabine Parish tomorrow. So
cool. We'll
keep you posted on all. Oh, by the way, loveyourparkstore.com. That'll keep you posted on all of our shows. And, not our shows, but our travel adventures.